Welcome back, everybody. We have returned. I did a little bit of poking around on the internet and asking on the Speedruns Live Discord chat about crumbleblocks, and it turns out that these guys force you to drop down to no speed for a moment, in which case that means that we have to do our mockball at a much shorter distance. So actually, this is exactly what what's his name? Oats and Goats does this. He actually does it. He goes from here, he gets into a jump, and he is transitioning into the jump approximately, or I'm sorry, he has, let me think here. He may have jumped by this point and is already in a mock ball by this point, I believe. So essentially here to here is the distance I need to do to get into what I need to get into. But I also have this distance that I need to be able to get up to an appropriate speed. So yeah. So I'm kind of interested to see. So we can see that Samus's heel is kind of right lined up with the flower there, the little orange guys. But if we go into mock ball, we can get a little bit lower down. But does that change this? I don't think it does. No, it doesn't. Okay. I do notice that when he uses his moonwalk, he'll back up a little bit further. I don't know if that's possible at this point, but okay. Hey, I get. That was not an ideal jump, but we're gonna see if we can. So we can do that, but he also doesn't do. So what I'm wondering. So he also doesn't end up spin jumping. So I'm not sure. These are little tricks and techniques that I need to sort out. Let me see what it takes in order to spin jump and how to not spin jump. So I know one of the, I guess, ways to avoid a spin jump is by pushing down, I believe. So if I'm doing over and, oh, this is lovely. So if I do over and down, let's just get out of here. So if I do over and down, see, that's that, okay? But then the question is, can we go from this position and keep our speed? So that is not an unknown. This is just trickiness. So for your own interest, in case anybody cares, I started playing around with some Python, and I'm able to capture the button presses for this device. So my thought process is this. I talked about this a little bit last night, but the idea being kind of building a muscle memory trainer or tool or whatever you want to call it. And so in this case, what I would do is I would set up some sort of an on-screen display visual that shows me my timing. So I can check to see how long I'm jumping for, and see, check to see how long I'm holding it down for, right? That's kind of going to be critical, because if we know, we know that if we can time our jump amount, so like this guy, right? So we can time this guy, but we can also time the second jump. So that's the second button press. So we know that we need to have two buttons. So we'll do our jump, let go, and push back down again, and we can test all of that. And so ideally, the idea being is that we'll potentially be able to practice. That was kind of close to a mock ball. Either way, the idea being that we can test each of the button presses out and basically kind of build this kind of test suite up to practice these things. So, like, for example, what I'd like to do is I'd like to actually build a what is it called? Like kind of an easy to use like JSON file format, which, if you're not familiar with that, all it is just a structured format that's text-based, and it's a lot less painful than like XML, which is just horrible. I'm sure it has its place, but whatever. But anyways, so like, for example, this, right? You could say, okay, let's test out a what's the word? Series of buttons, right? It's like maybe you could say, if we start right here, and we know that we just do a right direction and a spin, and then we have to do our, basically we go, okay, so we're standing here, we're going to hold right, and we're going to push jump while I'm holding. I usually do this holding dash. I don't actually know if it matters. No, it doesn't think it matters because it jumps the same. I just always have dash pushed. So anyways, you know, basically the idea being push right, hit jump, and then wait a few moments, and then hit left, and hit jump, and then down, and that'll get us our morph ball out of a spin jump, or out of a wall jump, which is an important move, right? So, you know, practicing that earlier when you're doing our wall jump business, basically, essentially, you know, kind of teaching you that muscle memory, and so that's kind of the idea behind it, anyways. But this is going to be something we're just going to continue practicing tonight. I'm trying to think of how on earth, man, it's just this jump is just madness. So I gotta basically practice my jumps. I gotta practice my jumps just through this section right here, which is just bonkers. But we're gonna give it a shot. We're gonna keep practicing it, and we're gonna see if we can just get to where we're jumping and not hitting. Okay, so that's good. Oops, that was a terrible one. Nope. See, we don't want to end up on crumble blocks. Basically, we want to have such a short jump, ridiculously short jump. And I don't even know if that was short enough, to be honest. We need like super short, because I speculate. I mean, I could be wrong, but if we hit our morph ball, you know, literally right there, that might be enough to stop us. I don't know for sure. I'm kind of interested to see that does stop us, but I don't know if it stops us where we care about. Anyways, kind of keep practicing this thing anyways, just to show that, hey, we can do this right. Alright, so we'll keep practicing this, but that's kind of the idea, right? Is, can we keep making our jumps in the shortest amount of distance possible? Well, we have to start, think, right? Yeah, I mean, given the fact that I can, see, I'm doing back this part of it. See, I think I'm doing it too far. See, and I don't know, the other thing is, I don't know how much dash I need. Like, what if I could just do it literally within, like, let's see, like that. What if I can have my dash down and just do it? So we're going to practice the moves that we did before, last night. So what's crazy is I was watching, Super Metroid Kaizo, that Oats and Goats had uploaded to YouTube or whatever. I definitely did not watch the live stream, but so he played this section within that. I mean, probably, I don't know, for 5 hours or something ridiculous. I think that's not far enough. Yeah, there we go. Now we're gonna practice the double jump. We're gonna practice the jump and then hold down. See, that's too far. So I mean, people apparently enjoy doing that. At some point, I'd like to make this a live stream, but right now I think I've got like three people subscribing. Which, by the way, I don't know who you are, but you're awesome. And if you want to go ahead and, you know, comment or anything like that, I am all for that. I have no idea who you three are. It very well could be that one of you is my good friend who is conveniently on here, and then maybe my brother-in-law, and then possibly another friend that I know from kind of like ex-work friend because he doesn't work there anymore. Maybe would be the three that I could speculate, but I honestly don't even know. Yeah, so anyways, so what I was originally trying to say is that the idea that, you know, somebody can sit and do this for just like a ridiculously small sequence of actions for 5+ hours is just crazy. But hey, maybe I'm that crazy person, and we're gonna do this for a week. I'm gonna spend, you know, hours and hours and hours doing this, and it's just gonna happen. Oh man, I time it good, but so I am gonna try and practice doing where I start jumping right about. Man, I put it on YouTube and I did it at 0.25 speed, and man, it was rough watching, but yeah, that's, oh wow, see, I even got one right there. But yeah, I mean, that seems to be what it was. And so if we're following the rules, it's, well, not rules, the guidance anyways, is it's, you know, it's basically you're double jumping here. It's such a short tap that I pretty much have to just go straight into it. And then the key is can I get into a down arrow pressed situation. So I can do the directional, and I can kind of do the double tap, which we will continue practicing. I mean, this could be another 30 minutes of fun for everybody to watch. Definitely, you know, if you want to interact with me, post some comments below. Let's hear your opinion. How much I'm amazing Super Metroid player. Haha, just kidding. But again, this is still one of my favorite games. I don't know why I'm so addicted to it. I think maybe it was just that there's some like interesting. I think I've said this before, but ultimately, I just love kind of the gameplay mechanics, the surprise of different things, kind of that, you know, the glass tube in Meridia, when you use a power bomb, explodes and you can actually get through there, whereas like that's the first time you've seen that kind of behavior in the game, at least in my opinion. Just all of these kind of fun things. So I don't know, I love it. Okay, so that was kind of there. See, I'm wondering if you have to have an even shorter jump. Oh man. See, I really do think this tool might be really kind of handy. Oh man, I'm just having a really rough time here. I'm just gonna practice just the single jumps instead of doing the double, because I'm seeming to have a problem here right now. Oops. I guess arguably I can just practice. So I think one of the problems I'm running into here is that if I do the double jump and then a back row, that way I don't hit the crumble blocks, it makes me jump full on. So I just have to kind of hold it. Ugh. Yeah, see. And then that, of course, slows our experimentation down. So that makes me wonder if I should go to another game and do this, but whatever, we're not going to do that. It's interesting, I didn't realize those guys only jack you up by 10, but whatever. Okay. Oops. And of course, jump while I was over there. Let's reset. Alright, you know what? We're almost 15 minutes in. I really do need to practice this further, but I kind of want to practice some of the other stuff in the game as well, so it might be kind of fun to jump back to some of that. Maybe we'll just go back to kind of the entry scene and see if we can see how far we can get without dying. Kind of first pass through. So we'll do that at 15 minutes. And then I'm going to build my app here maybe over the next couple of nights. I spent about 20 minutes doing this. Just using Pygame, and then the hope is that I can set timings on all these things. So I'm trying to figure out, like, I would love to know how long it's going to take me to get from here to here, and maybe I can time this with the video here. But holding dash down, how long does it take me to get there? So I got to figure out. So like, game, I'm going to say from a no buttons pressed on the controller to, okay, you can push the dash, and that's okay, and it's really start any timer. But then as soon as you hit that right arrow, that's when the timer starts, and it's gonna keep track of kind of what you're doing here. And maybe that'll be good enough to kind of get me. Because I think what it is I figure if there's like this kind of positive feedback loop, maybe that's kind of what it's going to take. And I'll maybe have some sort of like cool visual display kind of thing to go with it. But so like kind of like a meter or something like that. Like, hey, you did this thing, and then maybe even have some things where it's like, has it kind of just ask you to do, okay, practice doing the first, this first section of move, right? So the first thing is, boom, hit this, hit the jump. Can you do the jump? Can you do the quick tap jump? And if you can do the quick tap jump, you get it reliably. Then it'll have you do, maybe you can even have it where it just has you practice the release down, release over business, release down and over, release down. Okay, let's see, let's. I don't know, is that adequate? But anyways, I think you get the idea. Okay, we're at 16 minutes. Let's go ahead and swap our save state to somewhere else. Let's go back to 1. I think that's going to be our first location, and that's going to be kind of a fun place to just practice. Because I'm only okay at this. I can get it within, I'm like kind of hitting the borderline to get out of here. I think if I was able to do some of this like damage boosting and some other stuff a little bit better, maybe I could speed that up just a little bit. I'm not sure how some of these, also the wall jumping, holy buckets. You see like Oats and Goats or whatever, he'll wall jump like a madman, and he can go so fast through that. But so I'll give this a shot, see what happens here. Oh, I don't even have a morph ball, I forgot about that. Okay. I'm gonna try and get out of here. Sequence activated. 1971. Okay. I want to say for the Kaizo, it was like 15 seconds or something ridiculous. I don't even know. It's so fast. That's another one that would take me absolutely forever to get to. But maybe someday. Oh man, come on. Oh man. Okay, but with 6 seconds or so. Oh, see, if I can't even wall jump here. Alright, let's just practice this section here. So let's go. Yeah, let's move forward 1. I think this is where. Yeah, let's go. I'll just practice this section just because ridiculousness. But that was actually my fastest exit. Normally I hit 0.75 or something like that. It's 0.76. That was 0.84, which was kind of crazy. Let's see if we can get through here a little bit quicker. Oh yeah, that was a little bit faster. That's pretty sweet. Oh, come on. There we go. Of course I missed the platform there. Let's just give it another shot. See, that was... I don't know how these ones are going much faster, but it's pretty cool. I was trying to figure out if I can interface with this with Python just to kind of like figure out some of the bits and pieces, kind of timing wise, but yeah. Oh man, this is like the worst exit here, but it's not a terrible time coming out, so that's not bad. Oh man, I was so close. Oh, see, that was a really slow one. But all of that affects a lot of things. So, like, I think you know, I might come through here now and I won't even hit the vapor as I'm coming through. There's a chance. Well, whatever. That's okay. I always try to do arm pumps just to get me further. That was actually pretty decent. Oh, come on. Every time. I am doing the motions here, people. I'm doing the motions. So 79 is a little bit more akin to what I normally do. So is that like 1979? Yeah. So 1985 was a really fast one. I've never actually done that fast again, and I screwed myself up here. Although if I'm getting out of here now, see, I'm almost 3/4 of a second behind here. This is low probability of success. Yeah, 4 seconds to get up this thing. Yeah, no way. No, I'm gonna restart that. We'll keep busting through this and see if we can make it. Oh, that was a pretty reasonable. Oh, see, this is the crazy stuff, right? I mean, come on, you can't wall jump. I mean, it's just come on. See, this is what's amazing is that I'm that bad at wall jumping. Just for everybody's awareness. That was a pretty bad exit. I slowed down pretty good there. But 6 seconds, that's reasonable. If I can get here, see if I can get here in 6 seconds and actually do a wall jump and not keep getting jacked up here, then we would be good. It is definitely a tight fit, and I am not great at it, so this is definitely something worthwhile practicing extensively to get really good at it, because it'd be nice to be able to go through here without having to worry about dying right away. But we will see how that goes. Oh, see, I screwed myself there. Lose almost a second there, that's pretty bad. I mean, if I can actually get the wall jumps. No wall jumps. What is wrong with me? No wall jumps. Right, we'll give this another maybe 2 minutes, and then we'll shoot down kind of once we get into the main world there. Oh yeah, that's totally awesome. At least if I can practice getting my wall jump, that'll be pretty darn handy. Yeah, no, I'm just completely incapable of wall jumping. Alright, you know what? I'm tired of this part. Let's go to the save slot 3. See what we got. Okay. Let's see if we can make it down and we'll get our morph ball without dying. No saves. Let's see if we get morph ball, we get missiles, we get back up here, get bomb Torizo, and get through that whole section without dying. I'm not confident, but we'll see how it goes. So there's like 6, I'm pretty bad at my estimates there, but there's 6 of, well, no, I'm not bad at estimates. I knew the estimate, I just didn't move over far enough. There's 6 of those platforms that you gotta bypass, that you can bypass along the wall, and then there's one that is literally on the wall, and then you just move over and come back. So let's see if we can do this. I know roughly how to do this one. This is pretty smooth. Who knows if I can, but I know how to do it. So that gives me hope. Okay, we'll come back over here. There we go. Oh, of course. But we can still potentially do it. This might be a weird spot. I might land on a spike here. If I do, then we're out of luck. Apparently we landed on a spike. Okay, let's give this a retry. There's nothing really complicated up to this point, so why don't we move on to the next save. Oh, that's this one. This is the next save. Let's see what's in here. Oh, here we go. Let's just do it from here because there's no point in running through all that when it's just a whopping spike. There we go. Oh, yeah, that's always kind of a wonky spot, but okay. So I think we came down on that good. Good there. And jump through there. That's not bad. Can we get through this section here? That's going to be a good question. I can do anything here. So this is a wonky spot here, about left down. You point away, and then you do a jump backwards. Easy peasy. Now getting out, that's another story. But let's see if we can do it. We'll go all the way over to Bonchorizo and nail that. Oh, that is not ideal. Well, let's see how many times we had to do this before we can get it without getting injured, you know? See that's kind of ridiculous. I did my wall jump move, and I thought I was good to go, but apparently, that's probably not the best way to do it, but to me it works well. If I do a couple of wall jumps there, it just drops me down in there without actually getting injured, which is kind of nice. Oh wow, I went into a... Oh, come on. That is ridiculous. Whatever. Either way, we want to try and see if we can go through this next section here without getting injured. And I kind of don't care if I got injured there, because that's not the section that I was too worried about. I mean, obviously, it happened, but that's not my goal. Excuse me. So if you're interested, oh man, that was terrible. Why did I run? Why did I run? Oh. Okay. See, I'm not sure why. I forget. There must be a form of a move that I need to do there. Because I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I'm just gonna say I don't know. Oh, yeah, lovely. Spikes are the best. Oh, I'm gonna land on those spikes, I guarantee it. I guarantee it. I'll guarantee it. Yep. Well, let's see what we can do here. Either way, I want to get through here without getting hit. So, if I can do that, then we are going to win. If not, then we are not going to win. See, so that's not an ideal situation again. Oh, that doesn't look good. Folks, this is not good. Not good. But we'll see what we can do. I'm just gonna let it ride, let it ride. Because we want to practice that other section actually. What's interesting and has me kind of inquisitive is that just a simple spin jump here does not actually get you over here without getting hit. It's the spin jump off of a wall jump that seems to do better, which I thought is kind of an interesting little deal. But alright, let's see if we can make it through here. Oh, see, that's interesting. You have to have this open if you want to get out. Oh, that makes me wonder. Nope, that doesn't do it. So I know we can get through there. It's just a function of like what the game plan is. And this looks high probability we're gonna get a spike on our foot. But I'll hold left and see what we can do now. I'm wondering if just a straight jump over that next time makes more sense. That I don't know. So let's give that a shot. That was amazing. Alright, give it a moment here. I have to think about this. I'm gonna check them. I asked on the Discord if anybody knows. So, some feedback was that the mockball speed is not terribly important, just that you earn a mockball, which is kind of surprising. So let's see if we can come up with a good strategy here, and maybe this is some worthwhile writing down. Strategy to get out of here. So maybe it's just a straight jump over. Nope, that's not it. Let's see what we got here. See if we can get out of here without getting injured. Do a couple of test runs. And maybe... No, we can't get out of here without getting injured, apparently. So maybe, I don't want to say trick, but the ultimate result here is that you always have to have enough health to get hit once down there. I'll do some research tonight, and I'll see if I can chase that down. Got about 2 more minutes here, and then we'll call her done for the night. Get out of here. Get on down there. Yeah, I mean, it seems like if you've got enough health here, you'll be able to get out fine. It's the game over this business that is kind of tricky. I am interested to see, like, what if I did not a mock ball, just a normal morph ball, and then I did a bomb jump over it. I mean, maybe. Oh, I don't have bombs! Okay, so... Nope. So, spin jump is not an option here, and I am really terrible at it. Well, we can get out of here. Let's go see if we can hit bomb Chorizo without dying here. Although we're getting kind of close on time, I try not to run you guys too much past 35 minutes here. Although maybe this is interesting, you know, I don't know. Also, anytime I say guys, I really truly do mean other than just males. I don't necessarily intentionally say those things. I'm trying to get better about saying folks or y'all or things like that, just because why not? I try to be a little bit more nice to people, or nice or accommodating, whatever it is. I'm not even going to attempt to do the, apparently I can't do anything. I'm not even going to attempt to try and do the pseudo wall jumping up here. I'm just not in the mood for it tonight. I'm actually quite tired. It's not too late, but I waited a little bit later than I was hoping to, mostly because my wife had the radio on and I didn't want that playing in the background. I'm just playing out in the living room. It's a little bit on the quiet side, which is nice. But yeah, I didn't know also how any of this would go. If there's music in the background, I upload it to YouTube and all that fun stuff. So, we are not going to do that. What we are going to do is wait for it to be quiet, and that's what we did. So something that's interesting, or whatever you want to call it, those guys, well, these guys always, but these guys, you can't kill them. And that's just kind of crazy. I don't remember them taking a whole lot of health, but it's just annoying, you know? Why take a health hit if you don't have to, you know? I actually want to go grab my missiles. I don't know if it's really going to be that important. Oh goodness, I don't know if I got over far enough. Okay, yeah, we're good. We're good. Okay, so I think what I was able to actually do is just sit and hang out here and just start shooting him. He'll jump back. Well, that's that. I think maybe I needed to start the first round a little bit further away so he jumps back and then he stays over in that corner and you can just kind of stay right on the edge. But we will give it a try tomorrow, and maybe I'll even get the opportunity to, if I get something built with my little test tool, I will even maybe record some of that. So good luck. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, thumbs up, pretty much all of the things. And thank you to my 3 subscribers. You guys are awesome. Hopefully you will enjoy my pain tonight. Alright. Well, technically, I put the videos out in the morning, but whatever. I usually play it like between 10 and midnight most nights. So, have a great night. Bye.